Well, thank you, Janice, and good afternoon, sisters and brothers, comrades and friends. I'm absolutely delighted to be here, primarily to do one thing, and that is to thank you. To thank you for the work that you do, day in, day out, representing our members. Our shop stewards movement, throughout our movement, is absolutely critical to making certain that the voice of ordinary working people is properly heard. You know, general secretaries come and go. Our members in Unite might read about me sometimes in the newspapers. Hopefully they don't believe everything they read. But the truth of the matter is, to Unite members and to members in every single other union, it is our shop stewards who is the face of the union. It's you who deal with their problems day in, day out. It's you that are there to see their concerns and to fight for decent wages and conditions. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the work you do selflessly and without any remuneration. It's precisely why, of course, the Taxpayers Alliance, that horrible right-wing group, and the Tories and the Tory press have launched their campaign on facility time to attack shop stewards. They know what I know, that if they try to destroy our shop stewards movement, then they will take away the very heartbeat of our movement. And that's why in Unite we've made it clear that we will always stand shoulder to shoulder with our shop stewards. Janice, I also wanted to thank an old friend of mine, Peter Taff, who's dedicated his whole life fighting for ordinary working people. And I want to thank you for that, Peter, because you've made a difference. And making a difference is what we are all about. The most important thing, the most important word that I've come across in the 40-odd years that I've been representing working people is confidence. If working people have confidence, anything is possible. My experience tells me that. I've been on strike myself many times personally, and I've led strikes. And the reality is that when workers are strong and confident, then they normally achieve what they want. That's why in Unite we set up a massive strike fund. I think the largest in the trade union movement, currently standing at £36 million, because we wanted to send out two messages. Firstly, to our members, to say that we're not going to allow the bosses to starve you back to work. And secondly, to send a message to employers, to tell them that if they think they're going to starve our members back to work, then they best think again. Comrades, over the last 3 years, Unite has had over 1,000 industrial action ballots, and every single one of them has resulted in a victory for our members. And that's why I'm confident that my members who are fighting in Birmingham in the refuse dispute will achieve justice and victory. I laugh at some Labour councillors who don't have any backbone and are not prepared to stand up to the officers. We've got a chief executive in Birmingham who want to reduce our members' pay by £5,000 a year, £100 a week to people who are only on £19,000, £20,000. How despicable is that? Coming from a chief executive who could easily lose £5,000 a week without even noticing it. And yet we've got Labour leaders who jump to their tune. Fortunately for us, and Robbie, he's probably stolen most of the speeches of most of the General Secretaries. Fortunately for us, we have a leader in Jeremy Corbyn and John MacDonald who for the first time in over 40 years have actually challenged the economic orthodoxy of neoliberalism. A fantastic job. All of the right-wing media and the traitors within our midst who said that the British electorate are not interested in radical policies. Well, how wrong they were. John and Jeremy out on the stump speaking to tens of thousands of people who wanted to hear that another alternative is possible, that a better Britain is possible, that a better world is possible. And that's why we must fight ourselves to make certain that Jeremy and John and their team are put in power, as Robbie has said. You know, a number of strikes have been mentioned. The Bank of England staff, successful. The mixed fleet staff will be successful. And of course, the Serco workers, I think we're going to hear from the stewards there in St. Bart's. The three of those workers joined together in London just recently to form Unite London on each other's pickets, on each other's demonstrations, lobbying in the various areas, showing what can happen when working people do link together. That's why I agree with Steve when he said that we need to try to encourage the TUC to be a little less timid in what they do. The truth of the matter is that there is a mood out there. Wherever I go, John and I spoke at the Burston school strike in Norfolk, 100 centenary. If you don't know about it, read about it. Fantastic strike. The biggest demonstration they'd ever had, with young people flocking. Everywhere I go, young people enthused by Jeremy Corbyn and by what is possible. That mood is something that we have to tap into. I want to say to Ronnie Draper and to the Bakers, how proud I am with the courage that you are now engaging to take on McDonald's strike. And Ronnie, anything we can do to help and assist financially or anything else, I pledge that here and now, and I wish you great success on what will be a tough and difficult strike. But I'm so proud when I look at those young workers, predominantly young workers, being prepared to stand and fight. You know, comrades, that's what actually keeps me going. People sometimes say to me after meetings of this nature, oh Lenny, that was a great speech, you know, inspiring. The truth is, you inspire me. It's people like you who go out and battle and fight every day of your lives that gives me the inspiration to do everything I can. Unite is proud to be a fighting back union, to be a union that is afraid of no one and will stand shoulder to shoulder with any workers in struggle. That's why we took the issue out of our rule book about always acting inside the law. We took that out because we know that if the bosses and the privileged elite want to push us outside the law, so be it. It won't stop us standing and fighting for our members. So I say, thank you, Robbie, for the National Shop Stewards Network. Thank you for the work you do. Believe in our values, because it's within our grasp to create a better world for our class and for our people. Thank you.